Hello, water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome in. I am going to be delivering, it's not really date specific, but it is coming in at the end of retrograde and a shift out of Scorpio season into Sagittarius season. So 20th, 21st of 22nd of November 2019. But if the title brought you here, the thumbnail spoke to you, there might be a message here for you. And the topic will be twin flames and separation. And all that means is you're aware of a twin flame connection, but you're not together. You may not even be communicating at all. So I just wanted to get some messages around that because retrogrades are often a time of reconciliation, of reviewing, of reassessing, reevaluating, and sometimes the energies just, really kind of well up in us. So I thought I would address that topic. I want to thank the people that have been supporting the channel with your likes and your comments and your subscribes. If you're new to the channel, take a look around, check out the playlists. And obviously, for those of you who have been watching me for a little while, if you like what you see and haven't subscribed, I invite you to do so. That way I can get my message out to more people. There we go. So I'm using the energy oracle today, and I'm going to pull a card for the other person, and walking away in reverse. So we'll look at that, and your energy is coming up as attachment. Very interesting. I had these same exact two cards for another reading, and I can't remember right off the top of my head, but I'm literally going to check that out right now because it came out in another reading, and this may be important for you to know. The walking away came out in the fire reading. And all right, I thought maybe the attachment one sounds familiar. I mean, I know I saw the attachment one. So at least the walking away came out in the fire reading. That might be important to you, water sign. If you, in the event you're dealing with an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. Whoo, Laura. So 2 and 27 is that number. So what I'm going to do is read it as if I'm reading it to them. You'll be able to kind of be eavesdropping. This card reversed signals that you may be feeling very stuck in some present situation or location. There may be a job or a relationship that no longer resonates with you. Yet out of habit or perhaps fear, you allow yourself to stay when it might be healthier to consider walking away. Habit and familiarity are compelling forces, often causing people to ignore their intuition and even dishonor their genuine feelings. This is a time of honest investigation. Consider all of the factors in the present situation. Perhaps timing isn't quite right, and there may be some purpose in staying a little while longer. Don't deceive yourself about your motivations, however. Fear-based decisions don't often work out in your highest interest. You also may be stuck in a long-term personal habit or unhealthy pattern. Be aware that you always have the option and the responsibility to let go of any thought or behavior that no longer honors you. Whenever you walk away from negativity, you always move toward greater happiness. So this is about your other person is in a phase where they may just be complacent. If they are in a karmic connection or, with somebody else, they might just be hanging out for the sake of hanging out. And it isn't serving them anymore, and this is a reminder for them to move on. And it could be about this connection, but since I'm reading for those in separation, it feels more like it's some other, it's another situation. Okay, so this is your message, upright, number 5, which is about change. In the upright position, this card, and it's called attachment. In the upright position, this card reveals that your passage forward is being stopped by strong attachments to old patterns or people from the past. Hello. The chain at your wrist is bolted to fear from the past or desperation about the future. Although you may wear the mask of pretense or even contentment, you simply can't seem to go forward. The stuff that's keeping you stuck could be physical addictions, emotional patterns, or even old relationships. Are you living in fear, addicted to old, unhealthy habits, or so desperate about the future that you can't be happy now? If so, the chains that bind you could be of your own making. This card is telling you that it's time to take the action you need to break out of your chains and move forward to an open, free, healthy, and authentically happy life. It may take some courage and effort to let go, but know that you are capable of doing it. Until you do, the difficult energy will just repeat itself, keeping you stuck. So, letting go. And for me, it feels like, since we're talking about twin flame energy, it's about letting go of attachment to outcome. Because you're not together with this person, it's not necessarily about letting go of the person. It's about letting go of your attachment to the outcome of this connection. And the reason why that's important is because if you don't, what the universe is going to continue to send you is more of what you don't want. If you're always focused, that's what I was trying to say in another, I can't remember which reading it was, I tried to find it. If you keep focusing on what you don't have, that's what you're going to get more of, is not what you want. So it's about focusing on being whole, not the outcome, this or something better. Putting your energy out there to the universe. We have a new moon coming up on November 26th. That's intention setting time. So that would be the grand opportunity for you to set your attachment set your intention that you're no longer attached to the outcome, that what you're open to is the highest vision of what's possible for you in terms of this connection. That would be a good intention. So something like that. You get where I'm going. But it feels like you both need to let go. That seems to be the message. Okay, so I'm doing a little bit of a different spread, and I will talk you through it as I go. The underlying energy for this connection, there we go. Underlying energies. There's broken heart, there's sadness and loss, just underlying the whole connection. So I'm sure that since you're here and we're talking about twin flames and separation, that is speaking to you right now. Here's the energy that you're in, Hanged Man. Yep, you're in a state of delay, suspended animation, no forward action, but it's by design. And see the light over his head. It's like you're waiting for enlightenment. You're waiting for some sign from your guides, from your spiritual team, as what your next step is. Their energy, Tower. This is where they are right now. This heartbreak sort of leveled them. And it did you as well, because you're just sort of all like, I'm not making a move. I'm not doing a thing. You're not moving backwards. You're not moving forwards. There's just no motion, and it's by your choice. The connection, Two of Cups. This is your twin flame. No doubt about it. Here's the dynamic. This would be either the challenge or the dynamic position, and the Two of Wands makes me feel it's more of a dynamic. The dynamic for the twins is deciding your next move. This is putting in the order. What do I want? There are two paths before you, and neither one is right or wrong, but one is better than the other for each person. What that means is what you might choose may not be what they choose, because it has to be for each person's highest and best. So that sort of seems to be the dynamic, but it is about the future, and this person is holding the globe in their hand. It's like a world of possibilities is available, and the flag there with the two roses, this is about a decision about love. It's a decision and a choice, and placing the order, what you want for this twin flame connection. The next card out is how this person feels about you. They don't know what to do next. They're all in their head. They're confused. They're stuck. There's indecisiveness here. But it's mental energy. how you feel about them, boom, Sun. This is Leo energy. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Tower card is Aries too. Yeah. Hanged Man is Pisces, so you're showing up in your own reading here, water sign. Two of Cups, obviously. You see them as your happiness. This is very much like the fire reading. I think you need to see the fire reading. When they walk into a room, you light up. Or when you think about them, it lights you up. There's joy in just the thinking of them. Even though this is, fire energy, it's like it lights the spark in you. It's very, your thoughts about this person, how you feel about them is warm, is positive. There's sunflowers here. There's a vulnerability. They bring out your more vulnerable nature, water sign. If you're not dealing with a fire sign, you are dealing with somebody who has a lot of fire in their chart because they have this gift for making you feel warm. Whew, that's so nice. Okay. Felt the need to shuffle before giving you the advice. Patience. Plant the seeds for what you want to manifest, for the order you're putting in. Okay, this is the Two of Wands. If Three of Wands shows up, we know that the order is being like your ships are coming in, but right now it's about planting the seeds and being patient and tending to your intentions. Planting the seeds is intention setting. This honest to goodness for you, water sign, this new moon on the 26th will be important for you. Okay, so I don't need to shuffle this anymore. So I'm going to go on and clarify a bit for you here. Let's see what the energies are with regard to this Three of Swords. Underlying energy here, I feel like it's this sun, this joy that you feel about this person, this love you have in your heart. Here's that Leo card coming up again. Heartbreak with regard to the happiness that it feels shared. It really does, only because they're coming through as their energy is the Tower. So something's going down for them big time. And I think you're aware of it because you're sort of hung up here. I don't think you necessarily caused it, but I think you may be aware of when things started to fall apart for them. Let's see more. What's the Hangman energy about? Why is the water sign Hangman? And you can feel free to flip these characters around. Don't worry about that. But I still feel I am talking to the water sign here. So, Hangman, you're waiting for enlightenment, and here's the enlightenment. The enlightenment is, this is a gift of clarity. You're waiting for divine clarity to come in. With regard to the end of the cycle, Ten of Wands, laying down that burden, that's kind of what you're waiting for. You want to lay it down. I don't think you have. I think you're kind of holding out hope. You're kind of there's a delay for how you communicate with this person, obviously, because you're in separation. You're waiting for that divine clarity and the end of this nasty cycle. Why is the Tower here? Restoring balance. With regard to their stability here, this Tower moment is happening, and it's about balance. It's about equal give and take, reciprocity. It's not just about equality, it's more about equity, like what's fair. And it feels like it's tied to their sense of stability. I'll pull another one here. Big offer. Big offer, something really substantial is coming in for them. I'm not sure they realize it. I think that they're stuck in this Tower moment, but what the Tower moment is about is restoring balance to their stability. And here will be the big offer coming in for them. divinely gifted. And now I need to see this two of Cups, the connection. I almost don't feel like I need any more information, but let's see. What's that about? Yep. I didn't need to pull this because it's the underlying energy of the reading. The underlying energy is there's heartache over this person who you see as your son, as your joy, as your happiness. That's how you feel about them. That's where this heartache is. And here it comes out on this Two of Cups. So I think we've established that we are talking to you, water sign, over a heartbreaking situation. Over a heartbreaking situation. Now, the way they feel about you is Two of Swords. They can't make up their mind. They're not having any clarity. I think they see you as, yeah, here we go. They have no clarity. It feels to me like they're guarding their heart. They see you as independent. You're the single woman. This is the image of the Nine of Pentacles, is a single woman who's very stable and who's a massive manifester and who can take care of herself. She's beautiful, she's charming, little creatures crawl out of the woods to her, she puts up her arm and beautiful birds land on her arm as if she summoned them. You know, there's an energy of very much of a one-woman wonder. And they feel conflicted. They feel like they're not sure what to do about you. They don't know how to move forward. But it's like mentally in their head. And then on top of that is this Tower moment. So it's back to this Tower moment. The other option is, the other potential interpretation is, since this Tower moment is happening for them, that's their energy, and it has to do with their stability, right? We saw this balance to their stability, and then this Ace of Pentacles. It could be that they're conflicted about this. They might be with an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or the person that they're with is very independent but very stable, well off. And that's what's being ripped away from them. So, if you're the one who's channeling the Nine of Pentacles energy, you're stable, you're well off, and you just rip the rug out from under this person, then that's what they're conflicted. That's why they're in protecting their heart mode. And see this Seven of Pentacles, planting the seeds. This is the advice, planting the seeds and being patient, patiently awaiting for the abundance to develop. I think the message is to you. I think, or Divine Feminine, whoever is in this Divine Feminine energy. This is Taurus, it's Venus, is the ruling planet of the Empress. It's unconditional love. All things grow, are birthed from the Empress. They grow from the Empress. So it almost seems like the Divine Feminine is the one who has to be patient. So if that's who you are, water sign, then that's the advice. But what I feel here is this person is, let's see how you see them, the Sun. Justice. Balance again. Transformation. Two of Wands comes up. We're not getting a whole lot of clarity here, but here's how I feel this is going. You're both looking for some balance. And that came out here too, but with regard to sort of going within. Finding walking away from something that doesn't serve this person and finding their own self-love to kind of anchor them. And for you, letting go of of attachment to outcome. So here, while this person, you feel that they are your sun, and the light of their life, the love of their life, it's about balance, transformation to a decision. Now, this is important because balance comes up for them with regard to their stability in their tower energy. So I think you're both agreed that, and this may be that they're getting out of a marriage, or that you are. There may be a divorce scenario here, that once that takes place, balance will be restored. And this is a transformational period that you're both going through. It impacts both of you. Because here's where that decision, that's what's challenging this connection, is a decision of how to move forward about your future. There it is. So that's what there's heartbreak here. But it's interesting the way that it's coming out, the way that the heartbreak is coming out, quite frankly. And I'm thinking through the energies that are presenting. I don't feel that you broke each other's heart. I think you're in separation right now because there's some heartache, some heartbreak that is taking place. I know that doesn't make sense. I'm getting the energy. It's kind of rattling around in my head, but the way that it feels to me is very much that you, water sign, are waiting for the enlightenment, for divine inspiration and truth to help you lay down a burden. I think the burden has to do with a legal matter, possibly a divorce or a legal separation. This is going to lead to massive transformation that will then make it possible to make a choice as to how to move forward. And that's what's crossing and challenging this Two of Cups twin flame connection. Some measure of heartache, heartbreak, with regard that involves the twin connection, but not necessarily is about like you're not causing each other heartache. I think your connection is going to cause heartache. And that will, and what's challenge, and that is the challenge is, how do we move forward? So it almost feels like there's some truth that's going to come in, some enlightened clarity, a new way of looking at a situation. In the meantime, there's divine feminine energy here, anchoring in this patience, this waiting, this, we're planting the seeds and we're being patient so we can take that next step. But I think the divine feminine is in control. I think it's all up to her. And if you're the divine feminine in this connection, water sign, then that is your mandate here. Because somebody's heart has to be broken for this happiness, the fullness of this happiness to come in for you. And this other person, the way they feel about you, while they're feeling a little leveled, they're like, they're conflicted. I feel like they're conflicted because they might see you as shifting into this independent person. I don't know. That is a weird energy. I know I'm sort of like stuck because everything takes me back to the first cards. Everything leads me back to the Tower. So we know we have Pisces here. That's you and the Hanged Man. We have Aries in the Tower. We have Leo in the Sun. Then the Tower shows up again. We have fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in the Two of Wands. We have air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in the Three of Swords, which comes up twice. So we have a lot of repeating energies here. Like a lot of mental energy with the swords. Some not as much water, oddly enough. Let's see where the extended will take us. Right now, what I'm going to look at in the extended is your message to the other person, their message to you, blocks or to overcome in this connection, actions to take to overcome the blocks, and then an outcome card or a series of outcome cards. And let's see if we can try to get a feel for the timing. It would show up there if it shows up at all, on when we're going to shift out of this energy and move into a Three of Wands situation where we're manifesting the outcome. Right now it feels like you're both sitting on the head of a pin. You're really both sitting on a head of a pin, waiting, patiently awaiting divine guidance and wisdom and insight for how to move out of this Three of Swords energy. Someone's about to get hurt. Someone's about to get hurt. Okay, water sign. Follow me to the extended if this reading speaks to you at all. The link will be below. And if not, I will see you on a future video. Bye.